Hi, boys and girls. Well, today we're headed off to another country. So we're going to start here, and there are actually two ways we could get to this country. We could fly in an airplane, which would be faster, or we could actually drive. So for this country, we're going to get in our car. I thought we would take a car trip since we've been on a plane a few times now, and we're going to drive north. So if I'm driving north, am I going up or am I going down? You're right. I'm going north. I'm going up towards the North Pole. So I'm getting in my car and I'm driving, and I'm going to cross this orange line that could be a little difficult for you to see on my globe. And I'm going to cross into the country of Canada. Canada is part of North America. This is the continent of North America, but Canada is a Commonwealth country and it has its own government. It has a prime minister, not a president, and it is made up of 13 provinces. So we're up in Canada now, and we're going to learn about what they do when they celebrate up in Canada. Let's go take a look. All right, my friends. So this is ABC of Canada, and it is written by Per Hendrik Guth, and it's illustrated by Kim Belafontaine. Interesting. I see that we have two bears in a canoe. So although this book is going to give us information, I think our illustrations are fictional. So let's take a look. There is a map of Canada outlining the 13 provinces. And this here is a Canadian Mountie. We're going to learn about him in our book. ABC of Canada. And here's the Canadian flag. And as you can see, it's got a leaf in the middle. And this is a leaf of a sugar maple tree. A is for Arctic in the icy, cold north. Some of Canada is in the Arctic Circle, and it stays cold a long time. And we're going to learn about the native people who make these interesting structures. B is for beavers, busy building a dam. There are a lot of beavers that live up in Canada. One of the trades that used to take place in Canadian history was the beaver fur trade. They used to trap them and sell their skins for amazing hats and coats. C is for Calgary Stampede. Days of rodeo fun. Yee-haw! So they have rodeos up there with cowboys in it, just like America does. D is for dog sled, gliding across the snow. Dog sleds are one form of transportation they use up in the Arctic. E is for eagle, soaring in the sky. And yes, we know that the bald eagle lives in North America. And of course, Canada is part of North America, so they see bald eagles just like we do. F is for flag, waving in a parade. We have parades too when we celebrate. G is for geese flying south for the winter. Now, Canada gets a lot colder than America does in the wintertime, so many of the animals migrate to warmer temperatures in order to be able to survive. H is for hockey. He shoots, he scores. So ice hockey is a very big sport up in Canada. I is for ice fishing on a frozen lake. Brr. So that's when they go and they cut a hole in the ice and then they drop the line down in and hope they get lucky and catch a fish. J J is for Jasper National Park in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains is a line of mountains that divides much of America and Canada. K. K is for kayak, skimming across the bay. There are a lot of inlets of water up in Canada. L. L is for lobster, snapping its claws. So lobster fishing. Does anybody like eating lobster? M. M is for maple syrup. Pour it over pancakes. Yum. So they have a lot of sugar maple trees, and the cold weather is great for collecting maple syrup. N. N is for Niagara Falls. Hear the water roar. A lot of people go and see these famous waterfalls that are on and near the border of America and Canada. O. O is for Ottawa, the capital city of Canada. So they have the capital city. That's where their main building of Parliament is. P. P is for Peggy's Cove. Its lighthouse guides fishing boats home. Lighthouses are very important to help guide boats safely into harbors around rocks. Q. Q is for Quebec City. Take a carriage ride. Oh, that's kind of neat. I know you can take a carriage ride up in New York City, or here you can take a carriage ride in Quebec City. R. R is for the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. See the Mountie on the horse. We have police officers that ride on horses. You'll see them around New York City. Well, Canada also has police officers that ride on horses. So that's something that's similar. S. S is for salmon, swimming upstream. A lot of salmon. T is for Toronto, Canada's largest city. And Toronto is also home to one of the most world famous zoos. Its zoo is fantastic. U. U is for underground, where miners dig deep for coal. And we talked about how coal is a natural resource, something that we can get from the earth to help give us energy to power steam engines and fire. Coal is used to make iron ore. So a lot of different uses for coal. V is for Vancouver, city by the ocean. W is for wheat, growing in prairie fields. So we know that wheat is an important ingredient in many products. X. X is for cross-country skiing through the snowy woods. I think that would be a great way to get to school if I could put on my skis and then I could say, yeah, I ski to school. Y. Y is for Yukon, where the northern lights glow. That's pretty beautiful there with all those colors streaking across the sky. Z. Z is for Zamboni, cleaning the ice. So when you play ice hockey or if you do ice skating, they use a Zamboni to smooth the grooves out of the ice and make it faster. So that's Canada. And Canada's pretty interesting. They have an interesting tradition for Christmas. They have what's called masked mamas. That's people that go around in masks, and they're called bell snicklers. And then they go to people's houses and they ring the doorbell, and you have to try and guess who they are. And while you're trying to guess, They make rude noises, they're loud, and they tell obnoxious jokes. They have bells that they ring, hence why they're called bell snicklers, and they're most annoying. And you have to guess who they are, or they don't have to leave. That would be really tricky to be sitting there with all that noise and trying to figure out who is the person behind the mask. Oh, and I almost forgot. They go around dressed in their night clothes. So their nighties, their pajamas, their sleepy onesies. Then they have a mask on and they're making loud noises. And once you guess who they are, they take their masks off. You can share a good laugh, have a snack, and then they leave. Man, I sure hope that I can guess who the bell snickler is that comes to my house and is annoying. And if you scroll on down, we're going to take a look at what it's like to wear a mask and be a bell snickler. All right, my friends, snickle away and have some fun.